Can too much variety in your workouts cause less muscle building? It might seem like a paradox, but the answer might surprise you. We've all heard the saying, variety is the spice of life, and for many, this concept extends to their workout routines. The idea of switching things up, of not letting your workouts become monotonous, is widely accepted. But when it comes to muscle building, could too much variety actually be a hindrance? Let's dive into the science of fitness. The body is an adaptive machine. When we put it under stress, like when we do a workout, it acclimates. Our bodies will adapt to any demands we may impose on them. Essentially, our bodies learn to become more efficient at the tasks we regularly put them through. This is why, after a few weeks of the same exercise, you might find it easier to complete. Now, this is where the concept of strategic variation comes in. Simply put, strategic variation is the deliberate and purposeful change in your training regimen. It's not about adding variety for the sake of it, but about making thoughtful changes to stimulate muscle growth and strength gains. The aim is to introduce new challenges that our bodies need to adapt to, but without hindering the progress made from previous exercises. But if we constantly change our workouts, if there's too much variety, our bodies are always adapting to something new. This means the efficiency, the strength gains, and the muscle growth that comes from repeated, consistent exercise can be lost. It's a delicate balance, a fitness paradox if you will. So while variety can be beneficial, it's the strategic variation that truly makes the difference. Now, let's discover more about what exactly is strategic variation. Diving deeper into this concept, we see that strategic variation is not about haphazardly mixing up your workouts. It's like a well-composed symphony, where every note, every pause, every crescendo is deliberate and purposeful. It's about understanding the body's ability to adapt to stressors and then using this knowledge to our advantage. Think of your body as a highly efficient machine that adapts to whatever tasks you repeatedly ask of it. This is known as the SAID principle, which stands for specific adaptation to imposed demands. If you consistently lift heavy weights, your body will adapt by building stronger muscles. However, there's a limit to this adaptation, a point of diminishing returns. This is where strategic variation comes in. The key to strategic variation is not to make random changes, but to make planned and purposeful variations. It's like a chess game where every move is calculated, not made on a whim. Now let's talk about key lifts and accessory exercises. Key lifts are the fundamental exercises that form the foundation of your strength training. These are exercises like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses. These should be retained for longer periods in your workout regime. On the other hand, accessory exercises are supplemental to your key lifts. They target specific muscle groups and can be rotated every 4 to 6 weeks. This rotation helps stimulate muscles effectively and prevent staleness. It's like changing the spices in a recipe to keep the flavors fresh and exciting. Strategic variation also involves phase potentiation. This is a fancy term for intelligently varying exercises to enhance strength and muscle gains over successive training blocks. It's like building a skyscraper, where each floor supports the construction of the next one. Remember, the key to strategic variation is not randomness, but purposeful and planned changes. It's about playing the long game, understanding your body, and making smart decisions that propel you towards your fitness goals. Now, we'll get into phase potentiation, a concept that you need to understand when it comes to strategic variation. Let's talk a little bit more about what this means. Well, phase potentiation is a method of intelligently varying exercises to enhance strength and muscle gains over successive training blocks. It's like a secret weapon in your fitness arsenal, helping you overcome the limitations of adaptive resistance and stimulate muscle growth effectively. Let's break it down a little. When we talk about adaptive resistance, we're referring to your body's natural tendency to adapt to the stressors you place on it. This is a good thing because it means your body is getting stronger. But here's the catch. If you keep doing the same exercises over and over, your body gets too good at handling the stress, and that can limit your progress. It's like studying for a test. If you keep reviewing the same material, you'll get really good at it, but you're not really learning anything new. That's where this concept comes into play. Instead of sticking with the same exercises for weeks on end, you rotate them strategically. This doesn't mean making random changes. Rather, it's about making planned, purposeful adjustments to your routine. For instance, you might retain key lifts for longer periods and rotate accessory exercises every 4 to 6 weeks. This way, you're constantly challenging your body in new ways, which can help stimulate muscle growth effectively. Strategic variation when done correctly can be a game changer in your fitness journey. So quickly, here are the key points. We've learned that variety in your workouts is crucial, but it shouldn't be random. It needs to be strategic and purposeful. Adaptive resistance is a natural phenomenon where your body adapts to the same stressors, which can limit your progress. That's where strategic variation comes in, helping you overcome this resistance and continue on your path to strength and muscle gains. We also discussed the concept of phase potentiation. This involves intelligently varying your exercises to enhance strength and muscle gains over successive training blocks. The idea is to keep your body guessing, but in a structured and planned way. Keep your key lifts consistent for longer periods, and rotate your accessory exercises every 4 to 6 weeks. That concludes our deep dive into strategic variation. So, the next time you're planning your workout, remember, it's not about how much variety but how strategically you implement it. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more fitness insights. Thanks for watching.